Okay, you're good.
Where's my chat?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sean. All right, we're live. We're in the 5th heat of round 1. This is the last women's heat before we move into the men, which we're talking about right now, seeing if they're going to confirm if they run or not. Conditions, 3 to 4 foot pipe to get east-northeast wind. Not the best wind or conditions for pipe. It's kind of an in-between size, but the girls went out and did their best. So we'll see what they make the call for the men's. It could get bigger and better, but it also the winds are picking up, so it could just get worse and worse. So they're going to make a call, but they're definitely going to run this last heat. We finally got the live up and running. Took a few hours. We were a little late this morning. There is some other lives on the YouTube, so at least some people are getting it going and streaming it. And now that we got it set up and figured out, we'll be able to go live the rest of the day. As this live chat, I thought Amish people couldn't use computers. Nate is rebelling. The Amish have learned to use the computers, but I am the only Amish surfer.
I think it's Amish.
Amish. We got Zoard on the cam, and I'll host as long as I can, and then I'll be going out for my heat. I did try to see if John wanted to come host our heat, which is me, Ivan, Koa, and Eli, but he got some little cold, so I don't think that's happening. You guys will just have to listen to Zoard and whoever's under the tent at the time, if we do run today. Currently keyframes are not being sent. Please use keyframe frequency. Did you change the settings on that? Should I open widget? How's the stream quality for you guys? Write in the chat if you guys can see and hear everything. Looks good, sounds good. Thanks, Juke. Epic. Okay, so now that we got it set up and figured out, we'll be able to stream the rest of the days of the event. We do have a big forecast coming up. There should be better days, that can change. First heat of the men's is going to be stacked after this. If they do run, they're figuring out right now if they are going to commit to that. But we got Jamie, Makana, Tosh. It's a super stacked heat, and we know Jamie's super fired up this year. Due to invite controversy, he's now in and more fired up than ever. He's ridden most of the best waves this year, so he'll be coming up in heat 1 of the men's if they do run, and that's going to be super exciting to watch. But as far as the conditions go, the girls have made the best of it, but it's just not that quality pipe. We all surfed 3 rounds, so there's multiple opportunity, but ideally we'd surf 3 rounds in good waves, so it's kind of a tough call right now because it's just like, as you can see if you guys have been able to watch the women's at all, that there is just not too many high quality waves coming in. They're doing what they can with it, but I don't know, it's a tough call. Whoa, film that left at rock piles. There is swell, it's just north. A lot of the swell is missing pipe and going wide.
It's crispy.
It's going to make some good sandbars after this. Ideally we'd have more west and more east in the wind, but these are the conditions we're stuck with. Yeah, Shane, thanks for joining. Well, it's interesting, Jay Hill, that you comment on that with the format. It's because they run a full round of the girls, then all those girls surfed in similar conditions as the girls in the other heat, because you're not surfing just against the girls in your heat, you're competing with the whole field at once, so they have to run full rounds so everyone competes in fair conditions. That's what's tough with the format like this. The good thing is the format, you surf 3 times without being eliminated in your first heat if you lose, but the bad thing is you might surf in a window and during the day that someone else is going to get a better window later, or your window's better than they get later, or you surf when it's small and it picks up and guys are getting 10s in the later heats and you're competing with those same guys. So there's pros and cons to a format like this. The pros are you surf 3 times no matter what, so you get 3 chances at getting good scores to move to the final. The cons are you potentially surf during the worst windows of the day against people who are surfing during the best windows of the day.
Someone's saying to mic you up. You want to try with the mic? Maybe it's better audio.
Sounds like they can hear. Can you guys hear fine? In the current heat, we have Sakura Johnson, Betty Lou, Pua DeSoto, another local girl, Vahine Fierro from Tahiti, and Kiara Gold. I don't know where Kiara is, but I do know that during the heat draw, the last person picked got to swap names out, and so Kiara, I believe, got put into that end heat, and Zoe chose a different heat. Yeah, right on, Chris. The leaderboard, we'll get some updates. Up and riding, we have, not sure, Vahina Fierro. Yeah, you can just see, it's just with these type of winds and the conditions of the north swell and the amount of sand on the beach, it just kind of makes a sloppy lineup here at Pipe. It doesn't have that groomed look. It's got wind chop coming in from the east side of the island, and so it's hard to find one that's going to stay open the whole time. Most of the waves are chandeliering, and so it's a nightmare to deal with in a heat. It might shift, it might get bigger. The period picks up, but it stays north, so, I mean, if it had a little more energy, you might get more hollow for backdoor, but it's just hard to tell when it's like this. Sometimes this swell filled in a long period and took a long time to come in, and sometimes those ones stay kind of jumbly. Yeah, greetings from Spain. Thanks for logging in. If the comp wasn't on today, I'd probably go to Sunset. It's probably pumping. Probably 8 to 10 foot, big north peaks. It's super fun.
Rockpile's trying.
Yeah.
Posted on your story.
Yep. We're finally up and running live. The first surf Amish live stream here at Pipe. Gotta send this to. Can you text me the link to it? For some reason I can't see it. Oh, I see it right here.
So you gotta close out of the chat part.
Link. Yeah, Mahina's working for the event, so she's doing like post-heat interviews and stuff, but we might get her over here to co-host for a little bit throughout the day. We talked about that, and we thought that would be super fun. So hard with these swells because you just don't know what you're gonna get. Is this Vahine again? Rang down like a huge range of boards just because you can go from 2 to 10 foot on swells like this. So my 6.0 little slab board I've been using kind of all year at all the different slabs, up to my 6.8, the biggest board I'd probably use at pipe. I never really use it, maybe once a year on the biggest days, but the in-between and the most common used size, probably 6.4 next at Paizel.
There's something maybe.
Looks like there's a set coming in on the horizon. Oh, someone up and riding right. Betty Lou. It's great surfing. It's just we're at pipe, so we want to see barrels, but they're doing what they can. I mean, when you run in conditions like this, that's what you're going to end up getting is surfing these waves like you would in like a WSL heat, which is funny because it's like that's the last thing they want in an event type like this. You want the surfers to come in and it's almost free surf mentality, but when the conditions are like this, you have no option but to surf to the conditions, and so it's really hard to get scores. It'll be interesting to see what they're scoring on waves like that. But Betty Lou has been competing and has been on tour, and so if anyone knows how to surf a heat as well as you can and get the scores you need, it's her. Ivan's joining in on the live.
Ivan's coming?
Right in on the chat.
Oh, someone's gone.
Mahina again. That's pretty much got to be the name of the game and today. Just ride as many waves as you can, hope one opens up through the reef. It's just Russian roulette with wave choice out there on a day like this. It's too in-between size. It's got a mix of different swells in it. It's got a weird mix of wind, which looks better right now. It's cleaned up a lot. It's now just wonky. Victor's claiming bigger waves in Michigan on Thursday.
Those mounts.
Yeah. Jimmy has one of those.
Yeah. charger so we can just swap it?
We can use it as an external battery.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should we go grab it? Do you have another cable?
Yeah.
I was gonna say you could just swap, throw that on the charger.
Yep. They're asking for some panning between sets.
Got it, Haas.
Zoard's on it. We should be more prepared in the next big days, and definitely for the final. We have a little live crew hired, so we'll have multiple angles. Probably have
Go on user.
even a drone angle. I tried to figure out the GoPro Live. It could take you guys out live in the heat, but if the GoPro goes underwater, you lose connection, so it just wasn't going to work. I'm going to have to film when Jamie goes down and checks in for his heat.
Connect off your phone.
No, just pan over. You can. There is a live chat.
Rolling on the ski.
Best water patrol in the world here. Some of you may have seen it, but Nolan, the guy on that jet ski, just recently had one of the craziest rescues ever. A younger guy got lost at sea, and do you know how long he was lost for?
It was after dark already, I think through the night. I forget the exact amount of time.
After dark, possibly through the night, like a long time, someone would be alone out at sea, especially here with the currents we have off the island. And Nolan, who wasn't even on ours as a lifeguard, grabbed the ski and went out looking, and somehow, needle in a haystack, ended up finding the kid and bringing him in safely. The odds of him, like the knowledge it would have taken to just even get an idea of where to look, the currents, where they're moving, where the guy was lost, the tide, where the certain specific contours of the bottom and the currents would have pulled him to even look in that area, would have taken such a extensive. Oh, there's Jamie checking in right now. Okay, they're running, so looks like the men's heat 1 is checking in, and so we are going to continue on. Hopefully the conditions get better, because otherwise we're going to see the guys that are good at airs starting to do those and getting scores, which is not my specialty, so it's not what I want to see. But yeah, Nolan ended up finding the kid and bringing him home safe. Just shows like top level waterman, top level rescue, and if you want anyone on a jet ski, it's going to be him or the rest of the water safety crew that's hired here today.
Maybe riding here?
Oh, looking and not going. Damn, the conditions I really hope get better, because this is...
Possible rider. Oh yeah.
This is tough. I think that might be Betty we're looking.
I'll see you in a minute.
So it looks like the men are gonna be paddling out, and so once they start this men's round, they will run the whole round through. So
Here's maybe
we'll have a pretty long day of competition here. And to start it off, we have Jamie's heat, which is gonna be exciting. Jamie, McConaughey. If anyone's gonna find barrels, it's gonna be them. That's been the case for most of the barrels ridden today. Just the girls are doing the best they can, but not much you can do when a wall of white water shows up in the barrel in front of you. I would use GoPros in the heat. They both lose connection. At some point we'll get there. We'll have surfers Twitch streaming sessions.
Ivan's coming down here.
Ivan is at home watching the live right now.
I was gonna say someone should bring down the laptop and the cable.
Yeah.
We're collecting data on Jamie right now.
Okay, so we have an update. There's gonna be a meeting at 10:30.
Oh, and so
So as soon as this heat ends, about whether we should run or not. Today is a foil day, if there ever was one. Probably what I'm gonna do if they call this off. Sounds like there's a meeting happening, which I should probably be at if they have it. Who's this, Betty? Betty Lou, up and riding. Oh, she's gonna pay for that. Right where she just fell is such a bad spot to be caught. She's in the in-between of back door and off the wall on the shallowest part of the reef. Oh, film the ski going over. Then film Betty Lou right here. She'll get flushed around. Chicken Joe is in the chat. He's back in action. Chicken Joe. If I add Chicken Joe as a mod, can I unadd him if he goes rogue?
that's on you. That's a you decision. Is it a Chicken Joe imposter? What's up, Chicken Joe? Hey guys, we have Ivan in the chat. Chicken Joe is now chat moderator. And Ivan. Ivan's gonna be a chat mod too. Ivan and anyone acts up, We need a live stream of Ivan's beard.
you can mod them.
Just Ivan mean mugging in the other corner of the screen.
Just like a still photo.
We'll have that up for tomorrow.
Okay, we got a set here. Something's happening. Okay, nothing's happening. Again. I wonder what Jamie's taking out today.
Should
It looks
grab
like he
that
has his
soon.
normal pipe board, but we surfed Sunset with him yesterday, and he was riding a 6.6 or a 6.5, which he said is his normal pipe board. But in conditions like this, I would assume he's on something like his 6.2 or so. A Vahine up and riding, pulling in. Oh no! Backwash got her. Imagine you have a wave over a shallow reef, and you're dealing with wind chop, a northerly direction swell, and backwash off the beach. Brutal. Yoda-holic, that comment is too funny. What's up, Indy? Appreciated chat. Ivan and Chicken are chat mods.
I don't know how fast it's going to charge, so it should almost grab it before it gets too low.
I think what's going to happen is this meeting.
It's going to cancel.
I don't know if it's a meeting or it's a... Hey, Tori, did you get that text? I think they're going to have a... We're going to go on a 30-minute break, and they might have a meeting and talk to some of the guys. I don't know if you want to go over there.
Saturation on Tori.
Yeah, I'm so red.
You look like max saturation right now.
Dude, I get red.
Remember that picture I sent you of you?
Yeah. Is that after I hit my face in Molly?
I think so, yeah.
It's gonna be a good one. Dude, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just get so red. It's like myself red. Yeah. That's a good call there.
I wonder if they're going to have... I wonder if they're talking between the commissioners or the athletes are going to go up there. It sounds like some of the guys are going to go talk to them.
Are you gonna go?
I might go.
Should drink some gum if you do.
You want me to come sit down with me? We'll talk about it.
Talk about it? Both of us we might stop your website.
Oh, it's so funny.
To dust.
It's just disintegrate technology.
You're doing the edits there, I'm not you.
2 minutes, they're making a call, or they're going to have a 30-minute break and make a call.
I think it's a good call. How many? They get probably started like almost.
We have 10 people in around 30 minutes. What's the hours on that?
Are you the last heat? 10?
Yeah.
It's 5 hours.
They got to stop at 4, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So
Just-
they can wait till.
Yeah, so that's what they'll do. Have a 30-minute break and wait.
Exactly 30 minutes. Wow,
Take
you
us
guys
to
are
the
on it.
meeting.
Let's do the meeting. Oh, it's too funny.
Come at it. I don't know. It's a tough call. The
Oh, I'm a
forecast is
moderator
really
too.
tough. Huh?
Yeah.
Here we go, someone.
Oh!
Is it double?
Critical drop, and then Vahine on the left. Oh.
I mean, to be honest, I'm down here all morning. I haven't been one good way.
It hasn't been a good wave the whole time.
The best wave I saw was that. What's her name? Grew up in South Africa. And she just like read it really well.
I don't know if it could be worse. Nate going.
So like if they run, should we do airs?
Live air.
I don't want to
go
do
back to
airs.
air
I'm
stuff?
sore from sunset yesterday.
There you
Okay, up and riding. Sakura probably has the highest score of the heat on with that right in those turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had some good turns on
Okay,
that. Buzzer.
30-minute break and the biggest set of the day is coming in.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna show one good wave.
Yeah, 100%.
Show them the lines out there.
I've seen lines like this though.
They're all gonna go to. They're gonna go to rock piles.
They're going to rock.
Yeah.
So north. Even this little new Rihanna.
Amish going. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm Heat 10. So Heat 10 will be me, Ivan, Ko Rothman, and Eli Olson. And it wasn't a random draw. Well, it was a random draw and you pick your heat, but we just decided to surf together because you can surf pipe 4 guys out if it's good and
Oh, look at this.
surf it with your friends.
There you go, you called it.
All the rock piles.
It's
All the rock piles. It's too north. It's too north, dude. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Damn. This whole set feathered on the pipe outer reef and then shifted because of the north direction is moving down the coast all to off the wall and rock piles. It's just, oh, film the girls paddling out.
I think they're coming in, bro.
Coming in. This little section that you guys are seeing is the most notorious for your paddle outs, for coming in. The current rips out at the same time as waves are coming in, and so you get caught in the recycling bin.
Nathan, what do you say? No go?
I say no go. I think we should walk down to the meeting. I think all the athletes should go. I mean, right? There's nothing going on out there. If they waited and it was bad, it couldn't be worse than this
Yeah.
at this point.
No. I haven't seen it, but I want to get away from school. Even yesterday looked like better.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave you set up here and walk over there.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the meeting and make a call on the surf today. So I'm leaving you guys here with nobody to talk to but Zoard.
Get a floor.
You wanna walk over there?
I am the captain now. Suck. Okay, I'll talk to the people. If you fart in a barrel, does it spit? The chat is rogue. So we're gonna show us his meme coin portfolio. You don't want to see it today. It's pretty rad. Reconnect.
Where are you, where's your house? Your place in town,
You know where the roadhouse? You know where the roadhouse is?
Yeah.
So right across the street.
Okay, we're back. We were streaming off of Nate's hotspot and he walked away, he forgot, and then he ran back, so we're back online. We gotta get some Starlink. Froze the stream. Alright. I don't know, man. Hawk2 coin doesn't look good. I did not hit McRib. We're not gonna make a Zoard coin because I don't want to go to jail. No Zoard coin. Am I investing into SpaceX? I think it's a private fund. No, so I haven't. Show you guys. Jet ski. Not much going on out there. Just if I go a little wider. That's as wide.
The whole Patagonia crew was here this weekend. Yvonne and Melinda. Oh, Fletch.
I might as well sit down. There's nothing I gotta record.
Alright. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
We
you
had
told me about that.
a 5-year delayed opening for the one in town, so we had 2 nights in a row, big party.
Send stock recommendations. I'm not going to recommend anything, but I do like Celsius.
VIPs came in and big starting Janko,
Fins on for.
In town or no?
Please speak on TDS. Camera is the Canon R3 with 100 to 500.
Bremen came to the North Shore. Hung out a little bit. He went to that opening.
Florence.
Kind of had to run it. He's
Including in the poster was goated.
fucking
Sick. Did you get a shirt too? I like that they put my skydive gear on me in that part. I didn't even know it was happening until it was almost done. So that was pretty cool. This becomes an investing chat. No.
Yeah, he usually always gets back. Jason retired and all went on him.
Oh, that's why.
That's fucking horrible.
Where's the crumpet? I'm not sure what that is. Are you getting paid extra for this cameo? I should be, huh? I'm gonna ask for a raise at the end of the day. Weather check. Partly cloudy. High of 81, low of 70. It rained earlier. Now it's nice and some sun, some cloud, in and out. Am I in the Pipe Masters? I am. Unfortunately, I didn't make it this year. By Palantir on the dip.
I know.
1000x leverage long. Not for the faint of heart. But if you are a warrior, whatever makes you happy.
So are you just over on work where you staying?
Yeah, it's like 4 out, 4
How's the gummies? The gummies are great. I actually have a bag of gummies here.
Well,
Might as well plug my product if I've been left in charge. We'll have a live here. This will be great. We're gonna have a beachgoer that's never tried the gummies taste them first time right now and give us a legit review. You want to try them on live? You better say they're good. These are creatine gummies.
What flavor we got?
Sour watermelon.
Overall top-down budget, and then you.
What do we think?
They're good. Better than expected. I'm not a big gummy guy.
You take creatine
I'm more of
powder?
a chocolate guy. I have before in the past.
What do you think about that versus this?
This is much better.
Yeah. There we go.
I'd give that a good 9. 9 out of 10.
You heard it. This is not a paid ad. Live and direct. No, they're creatine gummies. Each gummy is 1 gram of creatine. Look at that. Palantir CEO just sold 400 million of his shares. How much did it drop today? I didn't pay attention. Anyone else? You want to try one? Pass it around. It's each gummy is 1 gram, so you could take like 5 gummies. Yeah. It's a 1 month supply, so it's 150 gummies. All right, let me catch up with the chat. Oh yeah, if you accidentally ate like 20, not ideal. Make sure you drink a lot of water. What camera and edit app do you use? Camera is the Canon R3, and we use Premiere to edit. And then lately, Nate's been editing a lot. Or me. Who's your picks for men and women? My picks for men is obviously going to be Nate. Hopefully he gets some good waves in his heat. For women, I gotta think about that. Let me get back to you. Is Nate a tough boss to work for? No, he is not. He's a great boss. That's what I'm saying. All my sex are going to the moon. What camera would you recommend for surf photography and videography? I mean, depends what you're trying to do. Any camera that can record 4K 60 is good enough, and get at least have 200 millimeters of zoom, if not more. Like the 100 to 500 pretty much covers anywhere I would ever have to film. Waves, I mean, you can see on the live stream. It's not here. Actually, I'm going to pan it 2 pipes. One lone warrior is out there.
Honestly, my dad's just like, whatever. Dealing with it. It's the card I got dealt. Dude, might be a big air on this one.
Oh, here he is. There's one lone warrior in the water. Boom, I think I
Are you
answered
doing a
your...
live feed?
Yeah.
Dude, nobody's doing. This is a good idea.
There, I think there's a couple now that started up
I saw,
to fill in, but
Black
yeah.
Bear, and I was like,
But
well, at least
Nate
they're
Nate ran over there having a meeting to see if they're gonna keep running today or wait or what.
Oh yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, there hasn't really been anything in a bit.
Tahoe. What's it waiting for my interview,
Free going to
Just remind me.
Get out? Next, like, crappy North Day, if you're not chasing some slab on the west side.
Okay. Where is this competition? We are at Pipeline.
this last week. It was like 50.
Imagine being a beardless person working for an Amish boss. I actually had a crazy beard growing out this summer. Here, I'll pull up a photo on my phone. But I always shave it off when we get home. See if I can find it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just standing around.
Definitely not. All right, buddy. I'm going to check with my crew. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
I gotta scroll far back.
I'm here. You're here on Thursday.
Thursday, I'm
If you want to grab a bite, let me know.
and then I'll be back on the 23rd of this week.
With my life. Thank you for trusting me with your life.
I'm leaving the 15th. Yeah, gone.
JOB and John in the same heat. John is not in this contest, so unfortunately that will not happen.
Travel safe. Yeah.
Good to see you.
A little brighter on there. Chat keeps popping around, so when I'm staring, I'm like trying to figure out where I left off. Try some.
Creatine.
Yeah, each gummy is 1 gram of creatine.
Cool. Creatine's super good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, all those studies recently too on like cognitive function in
Yeah.
your brain, how good it is for
Yeah,
that.
I do
So
it. I do the mushrooms too. That
Sick.
mud water.
sick,
You
yeah,
heard of
that
mud water?
whole complex. I've never
Yeah.
tried it, but
It's a
I've
huge
heard a lot of
complex.
people say they like
I
it.
really like it.
Sick. I don't know, Nate's at the meeting. We'll find out shortly. He left his phone here, so I have no contact with him. All right, let me find this beard photo. Gotta scroll back like a couple months. Come to the UK, maybe one day. Has Nate gone to build sandcastle? No, they're having a meeting with the athletes to see if they're gonna keep running. A scale of 1 to 10. How much do you miss Solomon? What happened to him? He was always in the chat. Yeah, Chris, each gummy's 1 gram, so you eat 5 gummies or 3, however. Most people take 5 grams a day, but if you take 3, then you just eat 3 gummies. Okay, where is this beard photo? Actually, my craziest beard was last year when we were in Cape Town. Let me just search it by location. Do you normally surf when you're not on the job? Yeah, when I'm not working, I'm either skydiving or surfing. But lately, pick skydiving over surfing. My buddy, where do we buy gummies? Gummies are, the website is supergummies.co. So just how you see it spelled there, .co, not .com. Or you can find the Instagram and the link is there for Amazon or the website. Where JOB? He was on the shoreline he's gonna be in the first heat if they do run, but they're having a meeting right now. Paddle out right now. Do you surf pipe? I have surfed it on a smaller day, but I don't get paid to surf, so there's paddling out when it's super crowded is. I'd rather go surf where I'm gonna get a couple waves, even though it's not gonna be as good, obviously, but I'd rather find a less crowded spot since I don't get paid to surf. Zoard, when are we getting you on the podcast? Maybe one day soon. Is there only one? Yeah, because the comp's not running, so some lone warrior is out there. Where do you normally surf? Well, that's gonna stay classified. Jumped out skydive Hawaii a bunch of times when I lived out there. Need to go back. Definitely recommend going skydiving if you're in Hawaii. It's a sick view. I just got a low battery warning on the laptop, so I might have to go grab the other laptop and swap it up. Suggest confer beneficial effects on cognitive function in adults, particularly in dominant. Yep, creatine for memory and other brain functions. Is John competing in the WSL next year? I'm not too sure. Any danger we can pan across the sea if lone warrior goes a wave? I am pointed on him, so if he catches a wave, you'll see. What time is it? 10:49. Is that a whale in the background? There might have been. I did see one yesterday splashing, so if you see a splash far out. I just got Tori crossing the screen there. Say what's up to Tori. It's probably out of focus this close. Okay. Did you go to film school? No. I just kind of had a random little cameras, like point and shoots growing up, and then I just started shooting in the water with a GoPro for fun, and then it rapidly escalated. Okay, I might run and go grab the other laptop because we're on 9% here. Are you coming skydiving in Australia? Fuck, it would be sick to jump there. We were there a bunch this year, but I usually don't bring my rig on work trips, but I've actually lined up on 2 trips. I found rental rigs and did a jump, but not in Australia yet. Definitely want to. Contest is called off. Okay, you know more than me already. But someone just said that. I don't know if it's called off. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go until this laptop dies. Contest is off. Extension cord from the house. Yeah. This was a super. We were supposed to have a little more complex setup, but we weren't sure if today was gonna run, so we didn't pull the trigger on it. A pipe on my van broke. Is this the right channel for info? I don't think so, bro.
See you, buddy.
Right on, bro.
Good to see you. Yeah,
Yeah.
take it easy.
Lucky.
I'm gonna go surf Sunset with Florence.
Sick. Yeah, it's probably good.
It is firing.
Good yesterday.
See you, buddy.
See ya. Favorite place you visited? Mental-wise is pretty sick. It's pretty. You can get a lot of spots with very minimal crowd, and it's nice, clear blue water, good temperature. Nate likes to go to a lot of cold weather places. Not the biggest fan of cold water, but he loves cold water. No, contest is off. So I got 7% battery left, and then this laptop is gonna die. I was gonna go swap to get another fresh battery, but since it's over, maybe Nate will make it back in time to say goodbye, but I'm not gonna grab the other battery at this point. True that jet skiers get CTE from riding. I have heard of that, from just the continuous up and down. It shakes your brain over long term. I've heard there's studies about that. Are you related to Clay Guida? No, I'm not, but I've heard that multiple times. Roger that. Thank you for the tip. Appreciate that. Shout out to Roger that. You are the man. Does Nate give you surf lessons? I feel like watching him surf is kind of a surf lesson in itself. Maybe. I've learned something from it. Miss you training jiu-jitsu. I will come back one day. My schedule is just so random. Getting smaller every day. When does the contest start again? I'm not sure. I gotta look at the forecast. Let's see what Surfline says. Talk to you later. Oh, my phone caught signal. Let's go. Maybe I can load it. 1219 is 20 to 25 foot. Zoard, were you? No, I was born in Hungary actually. I only became a U.S. citizen in 2018. But I got my green card in 2012. No tax on tips. Is Nate okay mentally? Sometimes I question that when he just goes diving off the lip, but he seems pretty there for now. When does the contest start again? Oh, he's making it back. We got 5% battery left, just enough for you to say goodbye.
Okay, so we went over, we had a meeting with all the athletes and the commissioners of the event, the VIDS crew, and everyone basically said it's just not worth running right now, so wait for a better day. There's bigger days in the forecast coming, and so they're gonna, better just to call it off today and have to run at the end on a day like this than to run now and have a better day later. So event's off, we'll be back the next day it runs.
Dude, Nate's
Thanks for watching.
favorite food is steak.
Yes.
Medium rare steak, or rare if it's like really good quality. That's definitely my favorite food. We got 4% battery. Do we run it into the ground or we say goodbye now?
We say goodbye.
Oh, that $20 tip was for me, by the way.
That goes to Zoard. Hey, how's it going?
Can we get a photo with you?
Of course, yeah.
Cool.
Just had to let him know that 20 bucks was for me.
Come over here.
Come all the way from
Maybe
New
I'll
Zealand
Sick.
get
to watch the event.
Epic.
So, yeah.
Alright, see you guys. It's probably better if I end it so it saves to YouTube or something like that.
Yeah, you guys had good timing. You got the event. Got
We'll be back. Next day it runs. I didn't get a chance to look at the forecast, so I'm not sure when. But if the contest is on, we'll be set up.
No worries.
And we will probably have a better production, maybe more angles. Straight kook can't even surf. Yeah, right. Go look at my Instagram. Look at my pinned photo, bro. Damn, homie's trying me.
Part of the family.
All right, Nathan.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right.
We'll see you the next day it runs.